Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Georgia. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Georgia State Panthers offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Caught over the middle. It's Brock. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Appalachian State's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. On the ground, it's Brock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Dialing up a second down pass play. Pulls it in. It's Ogden. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Panthers have this offense rolling. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got his man. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. And on second down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. Makes him talk to the hand. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They want to throw it. Using the quick game. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. The give to the tailback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Knocked off his feet. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the run, it's Brock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He'll ride his man on the option. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Panthers are on the move. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Illegal flag. Offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Encroachment. Defense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle. It's Brock. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking down the middle. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. Now on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Field goal is good. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got room at the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll come out throwing on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go back to the air on second down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Trying play action. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Ready to fire from the pistol.
At the 45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the single back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost Coast had their first pick here late in the game. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Wide out in motion. On the move, it's Brock. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Roberts. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 10 over Mississippi State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's a draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. And they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one splits the uprights. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Number 94, set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. He'll set up to throw. Gets it out fast. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They'll try to pound their way in. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Right back to the well. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Bush. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Brock. He just has a way of finding those creases as he gets out to the 15. And now on second down for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Brock. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He gets a block. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bush. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ogden. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Panthers. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
The rivalry known as the South's oldest rivalry between North Carolina and Virginia is underway, and we wanted to quickly get you caught up on things. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it, and I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slogfest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You don't defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
And a lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously, and I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.